The gate was gone, not breached in a single stroke, but shattered as if the earth itself had risen against it. Smoke poured through the archway, thick as wool, carrying the sound of screams and the dull thunder of boots. I saw them, our people, pouring out in a flood of desperation. Mothers clutching children, their faces streaked with soot and salt. Old men stumbling, clutching wooden crosses as though the carved wood might shield them from steel. Behind them, the sky was a living fire. I had been on the walls when the first stone gave way. My arms were numb from the hours of fighting, my ears ringing from the crash of mangonels and the hiss of arrows. I fought until I could not lift my sword, until the press of bodies drove me from the parapet. Somewhere in that retreat I was cut, a glancing blow to the head, a deep slice across the arm. By the time I reached the rear lines, my vision swam, and my blood left its trail upon the stones. They brought me to a tent. A candle was lit, its small flame trembling as if it too feared what the night would bring. I sat wrapped in bandages that smelled of vinegar and smoke, my hands still shaking from the grip of my sword. Outside, the roar of the city's dying could still be heard. The wails of those who could not flee, the crash of timbers falling in flame. I wanted to stand, to return, but my legs refused. My mind was clear enough to know the truth. The walls would not hold till dawn. It was then that he came. Emperor Constantine, not in the golden gems of ceremony, but in the armor of a soldier. His cloak was the color of dried blood, his brow lined not with fear, but with the weight of a man who has already given his life in spirit, waiting only for the body to follow. He looked to me, not as a ruler to a subject, but as one warrior to another. "Mikhail," he said, his voice low, as though the truth was meant for my ears alone. "The city falls." I swallowed the bitter taste of defeat. "Then go, Basilius. The sea still carries ships. The West would welcome you. The Empire might live if you live." He shook his head. "Where else would I die?" There was no arrogance in it, no defiance for its own sake, only the calm certainty of a man who knew that to leave would be to betray everything he had ever sworn to defend. He left me then, walking toward the sounds of steel and fire. I did not know if I would ever see him again, but in that moment, I understood. Some men choose their graves as others choose their homes, and Constantinople was his.